But in this class, we are going to learn about accounting principles. So we all know the meaning of accounting. Accounting is an art of recording, classifying, summarizing, interpreting of all financial transactions in nature, to identify the main purpose of accounting, to know the profit and loss of the business, and to check the operational efficiency of the business, and to know the financial position of the business. That is the main purpose of doing accounting. Then how we can do accounting? For example, each and every person is different. His mind is different, his thoughts is different, his thinking is different. Like the same way, everyone has the self ideas and concepts. So with that, they can go to calculate on their own basis. For example, I am doing business. I did not maintain any books of accounts. Just overall I remember what happened in the business. Some of the person is going to record and analyze in some other way. So like that, everyone has their own concepts and everyone has their own ideology to analyze the accounts and to know the profit and loss. But is this possible to understand everyone? No. That's what we need, some accounting principles. That means standards. If everyone should follow the same rules and regulations, everyone should follow the same format of doing profit and loss account, of doing balance sheet, of treatmenting of so and so items. It is what we call it as accounting principles. So accounting principles is nothing but guidelines or rules are giving way to preparation of books of accounts. It gives systematic way to preparation of books of accounts. The systematic way of books of account leads to understanding of accounts very easily by everyone or third persons. That's why we are going to have some accounting principles. So that is what we call it as accounting principles. So accounting principles basically classify into two parts. One is accounting concepts and accounting conventions. So let us start with accounting concepts. So accounting concepts is not a new term to people. Already studied once. If you have a commerce background, studied once in your first MC. So then just recalling of existing concepts. So accounting concepts. So accounting concepts refers to the concept. It showcases some rules of doing activities. This is what we call as accounting concepts. It starts with accounting concepts. So first one is business entity concepts. Business entity concepts. So what is business entity concepts? So usually, for example, take example of me only. I am doing a business. At the same time, I should have some personal activities. So what should I do? I should not maintain any proper standards in my business. So I messed up with my personal activities and professional activities. Can I get exact profit or loss? For example, today I learned 10,000 rupees from the business. So what I do? I kept the 10,000 in my pocket. I utilized it for the profits for some personal use. So tomorrow when 20,000 may get lost, so I just have some money, I just added the money into the business. So there is no point of recording. So everything will be messed up. Means the professional activities, what we call it as business activities and personal activities will messed up. Can I get a true and fair view of financial records of my business? No, because I am doing a business and I have a number of personal activities. So I messed up with my business activities and the personal activities. So what happened? It does not reveal the true picture of your business. Somewhere whenever your business is lost, you pour money from your pocket. Somewhere business will get more profits, you take money from the business for your personal use. So this will happen when the business and the personal activities and the personal activities will mesh up. At the time it won't give the clear picture of the business activities. That's what the business entity concept says. Always you should be away. Your business should away from your personal activities. That's what distinct you have. The business, every business has distinct in nature. That's what we call it as business entity concept. So business entity concept, try to keep your business away from your personal activities and record all business activities separately. Don't mesh up with your any other activities. It is what we call it as business entity concept. All the time what happens? So what exactly happening in the business? You should have some transparency. So what is we can check it out, what is happening, the events that we can monitor it out. If something go wrong, that we can easily identify, and for that we should take the proper actions to overcome that. On that time business may lead to some success. So this is what always the business is to separate from your owners. Either might be owners or entity. The owners. So that is what business always should be separate from the owners. That means they have a control, but you have to maintain the separate books of accounts. That is what we call as business entity concept. Then money measurement concept. So what is money measurement concepts? The name indicate money measurement concepts. So the transactions which were involved in only money, that means the transactions which realize ultimately with the money, we should record only those kind of transactions. Example, financial transactions. That is what we call as money measurement concepts. It ignores certain points like honesty, efficiency, ethics, how much your intelligence, your smart work. So it don't take into account everything. At the end of the day, what are the transactions which support or which will convert into money, which will value with the money? That is what we try. They can record only those kind of transactions. That is what we call as money measurement concepts. That is what we call as money measurement concept. That means any transactions which will deals with the money, you are going to record it. The transactions which will not support the money, no point of recording the transaction. Example, one employee is very punctual to his work. Who will record? No one is going to record. For example, in a corporate company, usually you know the groups, teams. One person is so efficient, so intelligent. Can the company give salary for his intelligence? No. Normally, how much salary that initially they fix, or else the group based on their skills that will give. So it won't take into account your efficiency, your punctuality, nothing. That is what we call as money measurement concepts. So these concepts we take into some other group, but for time being, they won't ignore all these non-money transactions. That is what we call as money measurement concept. Next one, you can see accounting period concept. See, accounting period concept, the name indicates again. We are doing accounts, it needs some full stop. We are doing accounts, if we keep on doing accounts for 10 years, there is no point of looking back again analysis of accounts. Or else doing accounts, every day we can't prepare profit and loss account. Every day we can't prepare balance sheet. So it needs certain period where I can showcase, where I can check my profit or loss. That is why usually we can take into account years. But it's a custom. Usually we take into account of years. So 1 year, usually we can take it as a base for everything. That's what, for the 1 year, what we call as accounting period. That is the base. All the accounting transactions, we put together and prepare the financial statements for a particular period. We can a particular period, that is what we call as accounting period concept. Usually the Indian financial year starts from 1st April, ends with 31st March of every year. That is what we call as Indian financial year. That is what we call as accounting period. We have some basis of doing accounts. When we should start, when we should show, when we should look back and check about the profit or loss, and when we should prepare financial statements. So everything depends upon the what kind of accounting period that you follow. That is what we call as accounting period concept. The next one is going concern concepts. So going concern, best example, infinity. Going concern concept means infinity. For example, I am going to start business today. I plan to start, so I am starting business today. Can I say that closing date of my business? No. Obviously, any business don't wish to close the company on a particular date. It want to continue, keep on going. On that time only the business has some value. For example, I am starting business today. I said next year same day I am going to close the business. Is this possible to run a business if I say the closing date? Impossible. Creditors will not come to you. Debtors will go and clear the debts. So anything may happen. That is what. So we cannot. We should not intention of closing business initially. So going concern traders, business is never going to end. Business will never going to shut down. You have certain vision. You have certain vision. You always focus. You should keep on that improving of your business. You have to grow up for a long period of time. That is what we call as going concern concept. Means business will never ends. So based on that principle, we have to start and we have to work together to do the business. That is what we call as going concern concept. Then dual aspect concept. So the name indicates dual aspect concept. What we are all following the accounting system. What we call it as debit and credit. Earlier we have single entry books of accounts. That means we should only record the transactions which will impact on our business. So we should not bother about the transactions which will not impact us. So it leads to certain false statements and errors and omissions of your business. So dual aspect concept is the best concept to know the accuracy of your business. That is what we call it as dual aspect concept. Best example, for example, I paid 10,000 to the bank. So it's a personal account. So bank account data to cash account. So always I should record two entries. So I should record two entries. One way, if I am giving, this means someone is receiving. I have to record who is receiving. If I am receiving means someone is paying to me. I should record who is paying to me. So from 2 point of view, always every transaction holds only you have to identify which are the two possible ways, debit and credit. Then you have to push into your books of accounts. That is what we call as dual aspect concept.